Welcome to episode 10 of Tech Time. This Tech Time is focused on social media and the workplace.
Teenager gets fired over Twitter and the interwebs have a field day. For the average American teen, there's always a time when working a part-time after-school or weekend job is a reality. The jobs teens are given aren't the most glamorous, but hey, it does give them a taste of the real world while giving them a few $100 a month to hang out without begging mommy and daddy for gas money. A real life lesson learned. But one Dallas area teen named Sella chose to voice her disdain for her newfound gig on Twitter, and promptly got a lesson in proper social media discourse handed to her by her almost boss. That boss, Robert Wapple, is the owner of Jets Pizza in Mansfield, Texas. Now, he hadn't used Twitter in the last 6 years, but after being tipped off about Celia's lack of enthusiasm for her new job, he had no problem logging on. That prompted some folks out there to question the obvious.
There is such a thing as being too out there online. Digital candor can backfire. Even as young people are putting more of their lives online. They live it, they post it, and companies are looking at it all. A recent CareerBuilder.com survey found that 2 out of 5 companies, 37%, are now checking your social networks, investigating your social media to see what you've been up to when you go looking for a job.
What they're actually looking to do is to see how well someone portrays themselves online, whether they're professional online, whether they would be a good fit for the company. And along the way, if there happens to be some dirt, then they'll want to know.
Dirt like this. The guy who appears passed out near a case of beer in his self-posting, passed over for a job. The guy posting about his drug sale, rejected for a job. The guy who took this menacing pose, guess what?
In this case, they contacted the applicant, told him why he wasn't being hired, and that was the last they heard of him.
I'm generally worried about employers checking out my Facebook page just because I do go out a lot with my friends on the weekends, and that doesn't detract from my work necessarily, but employers might think that it would, and that might be a reason for them to not hire me.
Like many college students, Gabe Turk, a graduating communication major at The Ohio State University, has an active account on social networking site Facebook.com. For users like Turk, Facebook and other social networking sites were once the perfect haven for keeping in touch with friends and storing pictures of memorable party nights. However, rapid expansion of social networking sites into the professional job market has created a sobering reality. With employers and grad school admission committees now screening the profiles of potential candidates, a rising number of college undergraduates are finding their careers damaged before they even don the cap and gown.
All employers are actually using the internet to do searches on candidates, whether they're big corporations or they're small businesses just getting started or government agencies. So the best thing that you can do is just be aware of your online presence.
For some potential job candidates, that awareness has come too late. A recent survey released by Microsoft revealed that 70% of surveyed human resource recruiters from around the world have admitted to rejecting applicants solely on their online behavior. Jerry Thomas, a faculty member of the Department of Human and Community Resource Development, works with organizations to integrate technology and social networking media into their workflow. Thomas feels younger users may be leaving themselves vulnerable to candidate rejection by recklessly publicizing negative images.
I think a lot of youth today, especially kids that are under the age of 22 and kids that are in high school, don't fully realize and haven't matured enough to understand the ramifications of sharing too much information, sharing information that would be inappropriate. And we've seen examples of kids who have shared stuff that they definitely would not share with parents or adults, but share it online in open spaces that without realizing the consequences of people finding them. The other point with that is once you've posted something, even if you go in and delete it, there are versions of it available out there.
Today, 1 out of 4 individuals use social media, which equates to 1.73 billion people globally. Americans spend 74 billion minutes, or 20% of their time, on social media sites. Social media use is a phenomenon that's clearly here to stay, both in our personal and professional lives, with the lines increasingly becoming blurred between them. Here are a few fast facts. 3 out of 4 employees currently access social media once a day or more from personal mobile devices while at work. 1/3 use social media at work for at least an hour a day. 40% of businesses in a recent survey reported having to discipline employees for misuse of social networking in the workplace.
There rules are pretty simple. Is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? And I'm going to add, is it helpful? Be respectful in your posts. Keep them safe, clean. Don't spread top secret information about your company. Don't complain about work. Vent with friends after work. Never on social media. Don't fight with customers. Handle criticism and complaints calmly. Reply with positive, empathetic words you like to receive when you have an issue. Don't spend too much time online. Excessive use gives the impression that you aren't doing your job.
In summary, before you post to social media, think, is it kind? Is it true? Is it necessary? And is it helpful? And on the next episode of Tech Time, we'll cover syncing OneDrive.